This week on Astrology and Crime, Val shows the transit chart for Latah County, Idaho, on the night of the infamous murders.
As of November 13th, 2022, this was the chart.
Notice the opposition from the transit planets to the county's 1888 natal chart. Watch when Val spots the lone planet of Jupiter.
Clue is a teacher, right? Well, what's Jupiter? Jupiter is a teacher. It's a complete collapse. Retrograde is a teacher who's not doing so well, at his job. And a teacher is actually in the Latah County chart. It's falling. The teacher falls. This is the solar return chart for 2024. So this hasn't started yet. The person who wanted to name Moscow, Idaho, wanted to name it Moscow because it reminded him of his hometown, Moscow, Pennsylvania. Very early connection there in the 1800s between Idaho and Pennsylvania.
Ahead, Val tells you who might be spying.
They're posing as somebody. Oh my God.
And possible clues of a satanic cult that you can see for yourself. Let's get started.
This is for the county, Latah County, May 2024. Check this out. Look at how much is in one house, which would be a stellium. We've got 2 gigantic stelliums.
The concentration of planets in a house results in immense power by people and events in 2024. In the Latah County 2024 solar return chart, Val makes a stunning revelation.
You have got some really strong energy here.
Neptune is the strongest influence of this solar return chart, representing Moscow, photos, video, scandals, and drugs.
Footprints, oil, water. It's right on sheet too, the fixed star sheet, which means a great tragedy. But criminals, obviously criminals, and confusion. So notice how all of these symbols are in Algol territory, the Seven Sisters territory. A dangerous area where one loses one's head. This could be things that have to do with a person's neck. We've got autopsy photos. That's what I think. There's something that's stopping this. There's something that is objecting. This is an objection. It's coming from here, the moon. Uranus could be part of that, but I think that this could also be Ann Taylor, a lawyer that is blocking some of this. And I think she's going to be successful doing so. It's all Taurus and Pisces stuff. Coomer Scott Green began his career at Boise Cascade, a manufacturer of forest products. Oh my God, Taurus being forest products. I mean, when you look at these charts sometimes, like, don't you think we're definitely in a code? We're going to even probably see people who look like fish. I know it sounds weird, but you will see. Saturn is old. Okay, and it's in Pisces. Could be old photos that are in the news. So we're going to be constantly seeing photos from the past. It's going to be a flood. That's what Neptune is. Could be shocking photos. Uranus is shocking. And somebody is blocking it. Now, this could be a mom too, with the moon there. Maybe a mom with reddish or blonde hair.
Val goes on to explain the most notable subject of the case, the perpetrator's fishy alibi.
Here's the alibi too with North Node. I assign Mars as Koberger. This is his alibi. It's all out in the open. Everyone is listening to his alibi. But look how it collapses. It doesn't seem to work when you see that opposition. But what's this? Look at this. It's a trine to the moon. I think that might be Ann Taylor. Crazy how moon is home. Leo is king, so it's the king home. It's front and center. Lots of blocking testimony of maybe the food delivery person. Somebody saying online that the DoorDash delivery driver is the same guy as the rideshare from that night, which would be odd. Now, I don't know if that's a rumor or not, but they're saying that both drivers are one and the same. There even could be a boat because of Neptune that's involved. There's fishing, Somebody's going to say they went fishing. I don't know. God, I hope his team isn't listening, but I will bet you that these witnesses they're not going to be good witnesses because they've already come out saying that, they were drunk, or I mean, maybe, or they were high, and they're no good. They're no good to the investigators. Something there with these squares with the witness. It almost looks like an angry witness too. Somebody who's really upset that they were asked to testify, which I think we already can guess who that might be. Jupiter represents the press. It's the 9th house. Jupiter and Neptune both represent the press. So the press, whoa. Better watch out on social media. The press, it looks like the press is disguised. They're posing as somebody, maybe different profile on social media, and they're talking to people, and they're talking to them in disguise. Wow. Press are disguised. Aspects to Black Moon Lilith. See? Boom. That's a lot of energy. Okay. And so we've got somebody over here. This could be the neighbor. They're going to talk about the pot smoking. There's something up here. It looks like the neighbor saw a lot. And this could be, talk about the drugs, probably, allegedly. We've got some siblings too. Siblings are going to come in. Neptune is a doctor. Add this and this together. It's like all one energy. Wasn't there a neighbor that was a doctor? Also shows, look at how there's an opposition with Neptune. That can show that the neighbor suddenly disappears. Like they were supposed to show up at the court hearing, but they disappeared. They're nowhere to be found, or they're sleeping. So Neptune is to sleep. Everybody's sleeping. And that's going to be a big one. We've got an untrustworthy neighbor, person that's helping, Coburger, which is the moon, and that's going to be Taylor, but it could be somebody else. We've got the neighbor that might go missing. We've got old photos, 2 people, could be 2 redheads, could be witnesses, and they are not cooperating. Looks like it's a little chaotic to me. Oh yeah, that's right. President Green grew up there. So the president, that's his name isn't President Green, is it? Did we already go over this? Because that is the sun. The sun is president and Taurus is green. Nuts. That is nuts. It's crazy. Star witness, is he a liar or telling the truth though? Exactly. That's a good point. Why? Because you've got the star witness up here, but there's something Neptunian about it. There are no boundaries to what he can say. He can say whatever he wants. Something to keep in mind. This is President Green. Got it. God, that's crazy. Seriously. So if we've got President Green in here, this is a big deal. We've got a trine to Black Moon Lilith. It seems he might know that neighbor. When you see it trine to things, it's people who know each other. This shows that President Green is helping the county somehow, or the county is helping. They're together in some way. They're helping each other, which, you would expect. Pluto is squaring Mercury, which could be mad Greek people who are angry. And there's a lot of anger there. There's a lot of there's so much anger because Mercury is your thinking. It's in Aries. That's kind of like the underlying thing right here. It's a group of people, Mercury group. How weird that same planet is in a really nice flow with Neptune. Maybe President Green, just a very powerful man. Pluto can be very powerful. And let's not forget, Neptune is Moscow. So that's President Green of Moscow and knows a lot about this homicide. People come to him. People say things to him, and there's a lot of secrets. Seems like there's a lot of secrets. So I was not expecting that. I'm glad you guys, gave me some input here tonight. So that's probably a big one. It would not surprise me if there was words like the devil, the devil's dream.
The symbol for devil merges with Neptune, the symbol for cult, to form Satanic cult. Is it reality or just rumors? Stay tuned for the next astrology and crime show.